Hi and welcome back. Now, already we have looked at how to put HTML onto a page. We've looked at how to style our HTML by adding colour and different font sizes. And we have also put in some dividers so we can divide our page up into different sections. What we want to do now is to make this page look a little bit better by adding some style and layout to these divisions here. So we're going to head into our style sheet, and the first thing we're going to do is to attend to the wrapper element. So I can type hashtag wrapper, that refers to an element, okay, and in the brackets I'm going to set the margin to automatic. Okay, so that means I've got an automatic margin on each side. I'm going to set the background color. Okay, I'm going to set that to hashtag ADD8E6. Okay, and I'm just going to wait for that to save, and I'm going to see if that has any effect on it at all. Yeah, as you can see, background color there and a little bit of a margin around the back. That's very good. Now I want this to be a specific width, so I'm going to say width is 40M. EM is a printing quantity, and it was used in newspapers for a long time, so you might want to look up what it does. Okay, but that actually sets the size there of the page. You can see it's not full width now, it's fixed to a certain size. Okay, and then finally I'm going to put some padding around the whole thing of 5 pixels. I'm going to do colon 5 pixels. Right, let's see what that's done. Okay, just a little bit of padding in there, okay, to make it look a little bit smarter. Right, that's our wrapper. Okay, now what about the header? Well, the header is Shackleton and the image, so I'm going to do hashtag header, and here I'm going to give this a fixed height. Notice I've used the hashtag again because I'm referring to an element with the name header. I'll give the height of this 70 pixels. Actually, let's do 75 pixels. Okay, and when that's saved, just give it a second. I'm going to run it. Okay, there it is. Our picture, of course, is way too big for that, but we'll press on and give it a bottom border. Now, bottom borders can be solid or dotted, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 pixels, that's the thickness of the border. I'm going to make it dotted by typing in dotted, and then I'm going to give it a color, hashtag B2 BCC6. Okay, so that now, when that runs, it'll give me a little bottom border, but won't be much use because the picture's getting in the way. So what I can do here is I can do hashtag header. Okay, so this refers to the header, but then any image in there, and I want that to be of height 70 pixels, so it fixes it more or less completely in there. Let's see if that runs. Much better. Yeah, I've got shackles in there. They're not quite right yet. I'm going to have to do something about it. I want this to float to the left. So I want my image on the left and hopefully the text on the right. There, not quite worked yet. I think we might have to do something in a minute. And images need a little bit of padding, so I'm going to give a bit of padding. Let's say some right padding. Oops. Of 10 pixels. Okay, is that going to work now? That's the question. Let's run. think we've got these the wrong way around, haven't we? It should be border hyphen bottom. That's more like it, and padding hyphen right. Let's get that right, shall we? There we go. Okay, let's see how that's shaping up now. Good, that's shaping up quite well. See, the borders appeared here, padding looks right, but I think the picture and stuff are the wrong way around. So let's just have a quick look, see if we can fix that. Okay, let's see if we can fix that issue with the Shackleton and this. I wanted this to be on the left and the Shackleton to be on the right. So what I'm doing, I'm going to go to index.html. I'm just going to look here and find that my image wants to be on the left. So really the image should come first. I'm going to take that out and I'm just going to paste it in there. Okay, so my image is there and then the heading. Let's see what happens now. Ah, absolutely perfect. There's my image, there's my heading, and there's my bottom border. That's looking pretty good now. Finally, I need some H2. So I want to sort out my heading. So I've got header, anything with H2 in it, which is the Ernest Shackleton up here. Okay, what do I want to do with that? Well, I want it to a bit of padding here as well, I think. So I'm going to do padding hyphen top colon 20 pixels. Okay, so I'm going to move it down a little bit when it saves. There, that's looking pretty good now, up there in the top. Okay, now what about these navigation? What I quite like is my navigation, which is my bullet points here, and we'll see how they turn into navigation later. I want them really to be on the left, and perhaps the Shackleton text, all this text here, to be on the right, perhaps in 2 columns. So in order to do this, I'm going to do float left and width. Let's set that to 23M. Okay, so I should float that to the left, and then in conjunction with that, because I've got a container for my, spell that correctly, as I've got a container for my text there, I'd like that perhaps floated to the right, okay, and then the width of that to be I think we'll probably put that to 23 because we want it to be a bit bigger, don't we? So let's put that to 16. Okay, let's see if that how that works. Let's see if that's worked at all. Aha, look, there we are. We've got our nav here. We've got our, that's looking pretty good now. We've got our 2 columns and everything's looking good. The only problem is the background hasn't appeared here. And I think we're just going to leave that till later because there's a good reason for that. Okay, and we'll look at that later. So I know that the background's disappeared. Finally, my navigation links. Okay, so I'm gonna they need a bit of space between them. Okay, so I'm gonna nav like that, and I'm gonna do a bit of padding here, just a top padding of 20. So padding hyphen top 20 pixels, and that'll just space these out a little bit. Great. If you experience doing this CSS and it doesn't work here, it's worth reloading the page, but for me it seems to be working pretty well. Okay, I'm thinking that that's probably what we need. I've got a wrapper, I've got header, I've got the header image, header H2, nav, container, and nav. Okay, that's looking pretty good now. Okay, so what we'll do is let's copy that. There we are, Control C. Head into informatics, layout, click on the test, and let's see if that's worked. Bingo, another task done. Excellent. So your Shackleton should look a little bit like this. Great, well done.